The glass slipped and broke just then, signaling the success of our plan. In the cold light of the chandelier, I stood hand in hand with him, the billionaire everyone had been drawn to like moths. My husband stood there, speechless, his pride leaking as swiftly as champagne into the carpet. Moments ago, he'd warned me to stay hidden, degrading my dress. He spoke as if he owned me. But now the room fell silent. The new owner bypassed the man who believed he controlled me, extending an unclaimed hand. With eyes only for mine, he approached and whispered, "I've been searching for you for 30 years, he said softly. "I still love you." I chose not to look at my husband, already witnessing his fragmentation in countless smaller instances. We met too young, oblivious to ambition's price. My husband was full of charm then, a bright smile, hungry gaze. A man who made you feel special, I assisted in creating his initial company at our kitchen table. I revised pitches and edited contracts. I smoothed over his rough edges for skeptical investors due to his temperament. When we got married, he asserted we were a team. However, when the money came, the word team was forgotten. The betrayal didn't come as an announcement, it seeped in. There were changes in our schedules that went unexplained. Phone calls taken secretively in the garage. Compliments turned into criticisms. Eventually, contempt emerged, public, casual, efficient, as if erasing me bit by bit. He didn't ask if I wanted to attend the gala he mentioned one day. He told me what to wear. His laughter that day didn't cause pain, it was clarifying. Afterward, I noticed patterns. The shifting of assets without informing me, the assistant who gained access to everything, the emails he forgot to delete because he thought I was insignificant to notice them. When I found those emails, I didn't cry. One, I captured screenshots, created a new user account, dialed an old number that I've never forgotten. Preparation is more tranquil than rage. It sharpens you. I learned about the new proprietor before my spouse did. I discovered this because I read every detail of the acquisition, each shell company, every signature, and because I recognized the writing. The man whom my husband sought to impress had once loved me before life separated us, prior to his family's relocation overseas and ceasing of our correspondence. I never shared that history with him. Instead, he practiced his handshake in front of a mirror. At the gala, he positioned me behind him like decoration. He uttered an insult in my ear. I adjusted my dress patiently. I selected it deliberately plain, familiar, a color he once said made me appear as home. When the billionaire entered the room, all eyes turned towards him. My husband stepped forward, arm outstretched, smile at the ready. He was unseen. The man walked past him like a phantom. He halted in front of me, took my hands, wept, called out my name as a plea. It was then that the glass shattered. Unbeknownst to him, I had already relocated. Weeks prior, I had completed documents to regain control of my intellectual property. I had recorded his acts of infidelity and financial mismanagement. I had discreetly informed the board about it. I made certain that the new owner was aware of who constructed the framework my husband boasted about. The conflict didn't require yelling. It transpired in the present moment. Security escorted him. The board members averted their gazes from him. His assistant refused to meet his eyes. When he eventually looked at me, truly saw me, I noticed it. The realization, the pieces of the puzzle falling into place. I leaned towards him not out of kindness but for accuracy. "You told me to remain in the background," I whispered gently. Indeed, that's where I was, where the power resided. He attempted to speak but remained silent. Later, the divorce was swift and professional. The company retained my name on the patents. The accounts were blocked. His reputation trailed the truth like a specter. I didn't derive joy from his downfall. Instead, I found comfort in its orderliness. Regarding the man who reappeared in my life after 3 decades, we conversed, we wept, we took our time. Some relationships are chapters, others are reflections. He didn't rescue me, he identified me. This evening I stand solo in my apartment, the city below humming. Confession concluded. I no longer harbor vengeance. I feel complete. Betrayal instilled patience within me. Silence imbued me with strength. When the time arrived, I didn't speak up. The room spoke for me instead.